So I think last time you went here, this is still not finished. When I was in 2015, 2017, so this area is still under construction. But like when I just came back, this student you have never been here before, but I've been here. So this kind of area, traditionally people are just gathered around here if in school days.
Fred, how you think about like your finally came back here after several years, especially after your founding Aibrary? How you feel about it back to your Kennedy School?
That's amazing. I think there are some parts. Of course, the most important thing is it really echoed my my essay entering HKS. I think I wrote in my essay I want to promote education equity, and I'm lucky. After graduation for so many years.
Here you are. You are building Aibrary, promoting that. So good.
Still doing that. I think that's definitely something amazing. So maybe we can visit inside, and I think there is something very fascinating inside.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So this is a part of the new area. It's just newly constructed. They have a cafeteria downstairs during weekdays. So after all the courses, people will gather together. And so especially in the sunshine discussion, I think one of the most important things about Kennedy School is diverse. I think our students come from all kinds of backgrounds, more than 100 countries and regions. So really spark the diverse opinions. Also, this is also something like when I built the new startup Aibrary, we want to create a global learning community that different ideas will share their visions and ideas across different cultures. So, and that really spurred a lot from the days in Kennedy School. I think renovated a lot. So in the back in my days, the cafeteria is in this area. So we will get off the classes from different classrooms alongside the steps, and then we will grab our lunch near here. Yeah, I'll grab our lunch near here.
This one is not new, right?
This is older. This is foreign.
I kind of remember.
Yeah, you know, like Kennedy School is not like HBS. It's HBS. You have different functions in different areas, but in Kennedy School,
It's only one building.
only that place. This is the main building because that area you can mention that is under construction at that time. So you will grab lunch here, and then everyone is gathered here. So if you come in the
events I kind of remember.
that's amazing. In the noontime is this kind of setting. Tables, people have lunch, gathering. But in the nighttime, there are a lot of events. So those will convert into a forum. And they have a podium here. We have so many like presidents, like famous celebrities giving speech here. So everyone is sitting across here. Some notable ones I think that we have listened to. There is one called Michelle Rhee, which is a HKS alum, and she is one of the key reformer in education in the US. I echo my starting point of doing education startups is watching the movie. I don't know whether you have watched the documentary Waiting for Superman. It's tackling the education inequality and education issues, and that featured Michelle Rhee, and she gave talk here, and along with a lot of like Australian president, etc. So this is a place really sparked diverse opinions, and very interesting. Like in this school, when you had a lunch together, what kind of things you would discuss in this school, like?
We probably talk about some cases or like different perspective from your country, but specifically in private sectors.
Okay.
Yeah, but I won't say seldom, but definitely not a lot talk about politics or.
Yeah, but here we had a lot.
I know.
Yeah, and also we have a lot of friends from like students, classmates from small countries, representatives. So it echoed a lot of my previous experience. For example, I remember at that year, Donald Trump was first time elected president, and all of us first gathered here and watched the big show, and gradually the atmosphere turned. But that really marked some histories throughout the journey. HBS library is huge.
Yeah, the Baker Library.
Yeah, the HBS library is not that big. It's just that area. It's also downstairs of the Tower building we just visited. But really, they had a lot of memories for us.
Do you remember your favorite book there?
I think the Soft Power.
Soft Power. What is that book about?
It's just about the rising stars. How about in the global competition? Most important thing is not the hard power, which is the military, but the influence, the cultural bad. Yes, I think a lot of books can also be found in Ivory, maybe later. But I really remember the days there. And the most important thing is when you look at the library structures, when you read books there or do your assignments and then just come out. You can discuss with your fellow friends on what your insights. So indeed, I think that like these days is how people learn. You learn from books, you learn from professors, but also you learn from communicating with others.
Oh, yeah.
HKS people organize a lot of clubs, just like HBS.
But not the same class.
Yeah, not clubs, but I think we organize a lot of study groups. The study groups which helped. That's also the reason why we are also starting some book clubs or learning communities. The best way to learn is learn with the community, with others, discussing about books, about topics, about professors.
I specifically remember like learning where most of the learning you learn from is actually from someone so different from your perspective. You think this is common sense, but when you heard, oh, this is not common sense from their perspective, that's the aha moment. Actually, then you become a global citizen, you broaden your horizon, you understand what does that mean. So in future, when you are making some decisions, this is common sense for me. Wait a minute. Maybe for someone that's not.
Yeah.
That's actually you learn how to empathize with the global citizen.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I just do like when coming back, there is another dream. When we build this company, I do believe that in the future, maybe across the world, we can study whatever areas.
I know, Frank, you have a big dream. You actually even want to put a Harvard Kennedy School, kind of the philosophy, all the wisdom from Kennedy School into Ivory. So
and also maybe the university.
You actually even imagine like a global trip, like wherever you go into that city, you could learn from the culture, learn from the local people there. That's way much better. Just learn from the textbook or like some just museums.
We start from books. So there is a saying, read 1,000 books and walks 1,000 miles. But I think the whole idea is keep learning from diverse opinions, but at the same time, engage with your learning community.
With Harvard Kennedy School originally when I was in the first year in college. So I enjoyed the winter. I got a position at Harvard. I think it's called the Asian Student Association, etc. So I was invited to a conference in Harvard. So at that time I visited the Kennedy School. I took a picture here, and I had a dream for myself. One day I should definitely go there. I didn't have a dream for business school, but I do have a dream for Kennedy School. Even though at that time I was in business school when I was undergrad, but I was building my own startup for nonprofit. And when here, actually my idea for building that nonprofit originated from a project I presented when I was in that conference in Harvard. So back to my college, I find people with like-minded that start building that. So really, like it feels like everything just turned back. The idea originated. My story with education nonprofit started from here and all the way after so many years. Let's now circle the back. This is amazing. Yeah, so we had a lot of discussions here outside. There is a lot of routines in Kennedy School. When we eat lunch here, we also debate. So debate about international policies, about the career roles, a lot of memories here. And especially with people how to like things to eat. The labor unions, they have very strong bargaining power. If you don't agree with their terms, you have nothing to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
high stake.
Not the higher level.
I really like Charles River. So I live there, Peabody Towers. And
Who don't like Charles
River? Who don't like Charles River?
River is our favorite, huh?
Yeah, I like jogging. So I think the first day I arrived at Harvard, and I was jogging along the Charles River.
Well, it's a little bit sad we can't see the classroom. Are you still recording? Yeah, it's a little bit sad we can't enter into the classroom here. But if you see the outlay of our classroom here, it actually tells you how the case method actually happening here. Because one interesting fun fact of HBS is 50% of your grades actually coming from your class participation. So, you know, Asian students are so great at taking exams, but you never see the word in the classroom. Even you got all the A's for your final exam, you're never gonna graduate from Harvard Business School. You need to participate in the class discussion. And in order to facilitate all the discussion in school, we even have a note taker. Just sitting, the school pays for the note taker, sitting at the back of the classroom, taking down the notes of every student, what every student said in each classroom. And the professor will went back each class to read those responses in the classroom. So not the frequency you participate in the discussion, but the quality of your comments and discussion in the classroom contribute to the mature learning of the entire classmates. Yeah.
I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? Why they're so harsh to me? Why they just disagree with me? I feel so sad. Why are they told to me?
And we're going to Baker-Aibrary. I wish I had visited Baker-Aibrary way much more time than we're doing that. You know, at the first day, you're saying like, besides professors, your classmates, who you should always go to, the librarian at Baker-Aibrary. They're so resourceful, but I didn't spend that much time at the Baker-Aibrary. Now I wish I could go back. That's all the wisdom from HBS. Here is Baker-Aibrary, one of the signature building of Harvard Business School. And you know what? For most of my classmates at the faculty, they literally told me, when you are at HBS, there's one place you should go more than often than you should do. What's that? That's Baker-Aibrary. Not some career fair events, not some networking events. All the wisdoms actually come from Baker-Aibrary. And the students graduated from Harvard Business School with the highest honor. You know what they caught? That's Baker Scholar. And my friends were asking me, Susan, are you a Baker Scholar of HBS? I said, no, sorry, sadly, I didn't got Baker Scholar. And I guess the reason is I didn't went to Baker-Aibrary as much as I should do. And at HBS, we have a mission. We said we educate leaders who make a difference in the world. And I feel so proud today of building Aibrary, your AI personal library for lifelong learning. I feel like I'm truly make a difference in the world and hope you guys could one day become a Baker Scholar of HBS or become an Aibrary Scholar of our lifelong learning ecosystem. Welcome.